Good morning, guys. Good evening. A good afternoon to you. Welcome, everyone. Austeris here, day 17, playing Avowed, and we are in Galvan tasks. We are actually going to Fort Solars right at this moment, and we probably will have a lot of talking here. Tomorrow I saw the Like a Pirate Dragon Yakuza in Hawaii came out. Yeah, it did. It did already a week ago or something. The price is just like 50 bucks over here. It's way below my pay grade, obviously. I would like to play it. People saying quite a bit. And the thing is, previous to Yakuza's were more or less on Tactica, different kind of games. Like this Yakuza is more like actual back to its roots action game. Yeah, and DLC to them bring insane pricing. It just like that. Greetings, Memento Mori. Good morning. Welcome. Well, it's not really good morning here, since we had a missiles attack. The massive missiles attack and drone attack again. You know, like, I hear they have Trump saying that Putin is ready to negotiation, or whatever he's saying is. And what we have in here, it's another bloody missiles attack. It's just like, I don't have a proper words here to express my feelings or gratitudes to Mr. Trump for this ready to negotiation Putin, which is bombing us every fucking day here. Agent Orange, yeah. Okay, those guys are push up. Let's go.
Where? Need more time.
Need a moment here.
See?
The small beetles. There we got it. It's a little bit hard to fight with Marcus, since he can't really face tank. Alright, so we need to keep a lot of aggro on myself. We're getting used to this. Little by little. There's a bunch of cool games that came out. Like Monster Hunter, I never played it. It's been massive right now. The new Monster Hunter has been massive. And the price is also fucking massive. The Japanese games don't like any regional discounts here. Not much of regional discounts, at least. That's been for a while. Especially, like, I remember it's happened even before the war. I was watching Chicken Out. Can I get myself a PS4? Or was it PS3? I can't remember. And I went to the PS store over here. Alright. We do have official PS stores and all of that shit. And the pricing for the games were there, like something like 60-70 bucks per single PS game. I was like, you know what? The consoles look cheaper than PC, but the game pricing is just, it's already was before the war. Right, just like insane. Okay, nothing here. Very suspicious place with not much of a loot. But yeah, like, the thing is with Yakuza games, Right? They were relatively affordable. What happens is like for the course of past couple of years, they became more popular, right? The developers started investing in voice acting, English voice acting, and there was the TV show. I wouldn't say it was successful. All right, some people did like it, and there was like a lot of other hype around Yakuza. And what you're saying, or what we've seen, a bunch of like the last like 3 games were like absolutely expensive compared to previous games in series. Like the Yakuza Like a Dragon here was selling at some points for something like $2. $2. That's was Yakuza Like a Dragon with a huge like 85% or 80% discount, and then they just upped the price. They just upped the price for the Like a Dragon and all the other Yakuza games, and they lower the discount they were available for. So if you can buy like normal Yakuza like back a couple of years ago for 80% discount, now the minimum discount something like 70%, and the price for the game is also up. Like a Dragon even worse. They go in now instead of like 80 or 85% discount, which is I was a fool not to buy it back in the day because I saw the game would be even getting cheaper after that. No, it's maximum discount for Like a Dragon is 50%, and so instead of a $2, it's something like 12 or I can't remember 15. It's just a big difference. Yeah, we drop any game like instantly for our next Grim Dawn DLC, so. I feel like after the playing what we played 200 hours of Path of Exile 2, I feel like I get sick of our action RPGs. So I'm not really that excited about the Grim Dawn anymore. That's a problem. That's actually a problem, if you think about it. Also, I did start posting these Titan Quest videos on my YouTube, I do have this urge again to maybe look at the Titan Quest, get one built in. Dude, like we getting likes, getting this encoding overload. Got sick of ancient RPG after just like 1 hour of Path of Exile. No, it was a good. Path of Exile 2 was good in my opinion. It was quite good for just the game I was expecting. Not without the things I was complaining constantly. Right, the targeting, their ragdolling, like enemies can ragdoll you, the melee builds. How it was hard to target with the range builds, with some range builds, like the archer. So not without its problems for sure. Okay, there's like one on Zarrips over there.
Just a minute. Hi. Thanks.
Got him.
Everybody all right?
So this level looking dangerous. It's like I wonder, can we just like go and swim there? Okay, let's go. There's a foothold. The foothold. Fuck. I mean, show me the level that doesn't look dangerous. Yeah, this one was especially dangerous. This one was 100% dangerous, confirmed. We check it for science. Like I read the bloody notes, just like somewhere over here. There was a note regarding this island over here. Alright, and the guy was saying that they crossed the lava to this island using using the frost spells. Alright, the frost bombs. So they created the frost SQ footholds like they do with the water. So like that was what and we have a quest for this, right? Missing expedition team. So that's one of the expeditioner force the scientists wrote about that shit. Imagine my surprise right now that this was not true. Rib Gollum. Did he say he crosses the lava by walking over it? I would prefer a bridge, but maybe I'm old school. Oh, there was some breach. There was some the breach, but I didn't use the frost also in the part that the bridge was ruined. Anyway, bullshit. They totally bullshitted me with this lava shenanigans. Okay, we've been to this one already. So there's a Galavine Tusk Shrine. We can't go there because there is some super scary ogre. I can't beat him yet, not with my gear level. They already kicked my ass. So going to that Fort Solace now. And I'm expecting a lot of talking. Then you might get frozen places when you step up on it until the spells run out. Freeze the lava. You can't freeze yourself with your... So the finest thing, you can't freeze yourself with your own freeze spells, but you can electrify yourself with your electrified spells.
My. It's rather dusty here, isn't it? How
So-
did the dwarves manage?
Yeah. Dusty. This is like just some kind of ziggurat with a lot of fucking lava. Those dwarves must be insane to build it.
Yeah.
But you know, like, on another hand, when you're thinking about dwarf dwellings, right? And they being a blacksmith that using lava and all of that shit. This is like exactly what could came to mind. Okay, there's something over here.
Welcome to Serina's Mercy, outsider.
The prisoner's incident log. This log contains a neat and tense terse alembic, with each entry written by the different hand. Curiously, the name of the prisoner in the last incident has been entirely crossed out, rendering the name illegible. Incident. Inmate Fordrum claimed guards were withholding water and food, found crumbs on the bedding, given reduced rations for a night. Inmate Cressidu once again refused water and soap for bathing, claims he's never needed them before. The warden dumped water over inmate head, threw a soap at him. I mean, water. Who did bathing? Inmate Rini appeared not to respond to wake-up call or attempts to rouse her. Healers found nothing wrong. Wardens hid behind wall and offered food. An inmate awoke, ate, and then pretended to sleep once more. Inmate has spent most day arguing against his imprisonment. Warden offered to speak to Chancellor Mihala since she brought her charges. An inmate settled down. A prisoner has since been transferred. Warden has no plans to contact Chancellor.
There's nothing for you to see here.
Chariot Laser Tome. The dark laser binding this Sikh tome has been blackened from the keys of fire. The gilded lettering on the spine reads, "Certain passion," or "the chains of desire that freed my soul." A strand of red silks marks a page about two-thirds of the way through the book, at the beginning of the chapter. My heart was pounding in my chest as I navigated the wide streets of the Queen's Berth. Officers of the Royal Deadfire Company rarely had a reason to come to this district, but tonight I did. My only reason to return to this glossy opulent place was Mistress Ribuyana. While some may think of her as just another courtesan of the wild mare, they could not be farther from the truth. She is a singular woman, embodying not only the pain and a challenge of enduring migrants' trials, but also the satisfaction and growth that comes from successfully doing so. Time slowed to a crawl as I made the short climb of the stairs to the upper floor of the wild mare. Stilling my nerves, I approached across the door that would lead me to the Mistress Ribuyana. Her voice, as commanding as ever, called out from beyond the door as I knocked. "Give me a moment, chat. I'll be back right away." Right, guys, I'm back. "You may enter." Wasting no time, I opened the door to Mistress Arbiyana's chambers and stepped inside. The familiar scent of the brimstone and stillware are the first things I assault my senses, followed soon after by the stifling heat. As I met her gaze, the utter contempt in her eyes made my knees tremble, and I quickly looked down to the ground. What the hell? What the hell I'm just reading here? "You're late." Her words hit me with the intensity of a smith's hammer striking hot metal. My mouth went instantly dry as I unsuccessfully attempted to make my excuses. "I'm sorry, Ribuyana, The glowing chains held loosely in her hands were a snapped taut, and I immediately correct myself. "Ah, Mistress Ribuyana, She stood from her commanding throne, and my pathetic excuses evaporated like droplets of water on the desert's blazing sand. "You will be punished. Now be a good little boy. Remove your clothing, close the door, and prepare yourself for an extended visit to the stocks." And willing to further stroke Mistress Ribuyana's already blazing ire, I bowed once and began to comply with her orders. Well, and we found it, dude, like, we found this book near some kind of device that could be used for different kind of purposes here. Well, there's a bunch of torture device here. Oh my god. It's a prison, but what kind of prison it is?
Here right now.
You pipe down over there?
I'm innocent.
No, you gave the goods back. That's something else.
I demand that this farce of a justice system answer for itself.
Do you do this every day?
What happening?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
What's this about the grave goods?
I admit, I took a few things from Pargrunan memorials.
And I admit, the caravans paid me a good price for them. Expeditions have costs.
So you were lining up own purpose. How can you be cartographer and not value as cultures? Oh, that's a cartography quest, is it? He actually not dead. This is the first cartographer that not dead in this game.
Easy to pass judgment when your stomach is full. Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
Alright, he's learned his lessons, let him out. Sorry, you're staying right here, you are. I'm taking your notes. You have to untangle this mess yourself. Okay, he learned his
You
lessons,
can't
right?
just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
Did you give him a proper trial? Glover, and make sure he doesn't do it again.
How should I know? The wardens just left him here. Ha, fine. I'm not paid enough to handle legal debates. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe.
Oh well. That was a quest that we don't have yet. The prison tower key. Don't have that yet. Writing of Serena II. Deliver spontaneously, as if improvised. Listen all. Have you gotten things mixed up? Too much old-fashioned talk getting in the way of the need to get done. Too many old dwarfs fuzzing over too much old stone. We need a new way. Look at the broken walls. Look at the barren fields. Look at where old stones led us. And the tables and the shatters are stolen. But this is the old dwarf's way. This is the old dwarven say. Go back to Nandru's tables. Go back to the way. What way? The way is broken right in half. Pause here for laughter. No. Don't we need a new way? Yeah. Stand up and be heard. Down in the mine. Do you go to your work sinking? I wish I had a tablet to tell me the way. 9. 9. When you quench the steel in the shrine, do you sing yourself? Yes, I've done this as Nandru taught me. I saw it from the tablets. 9. 9. You do your work the way you worked today. We need to go back to the words before the stone. We need to turn back to the oldest word. We need to find a new way. Stand up, sign out. Now, here's the new way I found. The Solus isn't made of stone, no. Solus isn't made of walls or watchtowers, isn't it? No, no. Solus is made of us. We live in the hands of the Vedica. We work with the hands of Abaddon. We burn in the fire of Magaran. And we struggle and strive. So dead stone can't lead us. No, no more dead stone. Didn't Nandru say, to stay in this land we must grow our staying power? Yeah, he did say so. Now, does stone grow? Does the table grow? 9. It does not learn. It does not grow. So, from now on, one of the words of Nandru lives in us. We will learn the word, and we will teach the word. And the word will live in us. No more stone. Only the word as we speak and hear it. Only the word as we teach and learn it. Friends, I have to say it, and if you are saying it with me, I know you agree. No more stone tables. The words will behold to us, and we will behold to the word. Can I hear you? Yes. Can't be this third. Hit the keystone phrases harder. Give them more chances to sign out.
If I never
Okay.
smell sulfur again, it'll be too soon.
So where do you think we can get those keys? And why this one is close?
One moment.
There is some treasure over there. Oh, there you go. Some robotic scum. Tyne's confession. Dear friendly guards of Solace Keep, I am ready to make a confession. I confess that I used the scroll of a form of a helpless beast to turn myself into a pig. I confess that I accidentally followed a guard into the council chamber. I confess that when a spell wore off, my clothes were gone. Furthermore, I confess that being a pig was the second greatest experience of my life, and I confess that I am not sorry. Did you know this is the most cramped prison I ever stayed in? Thankfully, I won't be here for long. If I'm guilty of anything, it's that I'm criminally appreciated as an escape artist. Your pal, Tyne the Archmage, after the Tyne Chaotic Orb? Dude, really? This guy. Will we meet him, like, at all? Will we meet him, rather say? So he pretended to be a pig, and it was the best day in his life. The Chaotic Orb, so the Archmage of Chaos or whatever, right? We met that Archmage of Terror, and she actually was quite nice. Okay, Adra. I just take your prison key.
What's an ancient keep without a grimy torture chamber? Oh, God, makes me sick.
Grimy dude, like that. That's someone leg over here. So this is not a sex prison. Nani? But what about that mistress stuff, like, down below? Jesus Christ, someone handle as well. They lied to me. They put down ads about some kind of mistress. But it's actual real torture chamber. Bullshit. Well, we good. Maybe? Can I get in?
Ah, Fuitu Mayo. It's Cosmine. Just let me handle this.
Mar? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You. You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now?
Perception. You miss him, didn't you?
Several times, but I hit more than I missed.
We used to be friends. Or so I thought. But then this Jitule left. Unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense.
I don't have time for your theatrics. Some taken. Get me out of whatever it is.
True Pargrunen don't desert the keep. We thought Marius must have died. We had a funeral and everything.
Right. And I'm sure you all had a good long cry about it, too. You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden.
The scholar? I don't suppose the wardens would teach the people to think for themselves, wouldn't they?
Why, you pencil-pushing, goat-kissing little bookworm! I ought to stab you for that!
What?
Try it, and see how quickly I forget that we both grew up here. Do you think the Council will care about your promises when a Death Guard and her army turns Solace inside out?
Fuito, Marius. You've grown an edge since you left. I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt
He called me a
Nothing really
pencil
changes in
pusher.
Solace.
What the hell?
You'll see for yourself. The Council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
I mean, I'd admit I'm a wand user, but they're not really pencils, are they?
Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls.
I mean, it's not a pencil.
Gods. Here we go.
Why is the drawbridge being lowered? No one gave the order.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm going to... Your face... It's just like...
What?
No. It's the lack of sleep.
What
It's
about my face?
Impossible. But still, I don't get paid enough for this.
Are you okay? Does the dwarf have something in his stomach? It's like normal gear. What the hell? It's just a normal gear. I'll take it, son. We're burdened a little bit. Common sword. Just a common. Okay. Didn't meant to do that to that exceptional gear. Do we have like more loot? Loot in the whole dwarven home.
You're not from the hunting party. Where's the hunting party? They were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Idiots. Better not have gotten themselves killed.
You look just like Nandru. You have his markings. The council is going to lose its mind.
Hala.
Yeah, I have the markings. I have a gift. I am a chosen one.
This has never happened.
Duty won't feed us. I can't wait to see what the council will say.
How dare you talk to your mother that way?
But no, what happened in this dwarf
But
family?
Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. We'll die in here. I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word.
No, Emperor protects us all, you fools. What's going on here? Kostik has a point. A life is, of subsistence in the keep is no way to live. Can I be of any assistance, perhaps?
You cannot. These are Pargrunen matters. Would prefer that you not involve yourself.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander? We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for. Poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
If Montpagrunin upheld the tradition, your people would be in a better place. I sink your child into something.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion.
Dude, this dwarf's
Leave
like
us
sounds
before
like
we call for the
Russians.
warden's
It's
assistance.
greatly bothering me.
I'm tired of this. I am leaving with Amalia's crew, and you can't stop me.
I'd like to see you try. You're not brave enough for that. An outlander.
Will she?
Don't mean to be.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, our Grunin are done for.
Okay. There's a lot to potentially loot here in the new area. Thanks, Mori.
Is that Marius?
He's alive. Or is it? I don't see a separate map for this Solas Keep. So it's not a real town.
He's alive?
It's just a castle thing.
Welcome back to Wodika's nails.
Help wanted. Repairs the godless aqueducts. You all keep asking me how we can pump more water from the springs, and I keep telling you the same thing: we can't. What we can do is repair the old aqueduct out by the slumbered fields. They worked for the godless centuries ago. They just need a little upkeep now. If you're tired of tasting sulfur, if you're tired of tasting sulfur in your water, then join my small expeditionary team to make stock of repairs in if the godless left functional aqueducts behind. We should consider them a gift of Abaddon. There is no reason we shouldn't use them. Come, find me by the fountain in the second floor of the keep if you're interested. Chief Engineer Garbarl.
An outsider.
Let me in.
Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to...
Say nothing. Is something on my face?
Something like that, yes. Apologies for staring. Do you have any questions about Sola's Keep?
Perception. Why were you so shocked by my appearance? I mean, we know, because we look supposedly like the leader from back in the past days.
I've never seen anyone quite like you.
Andra.
No, that's not entirely true. All I'll say is
Nandru,
take a good look at the big statue of Nandru, this keep's founder, when you enter the main hall.
There we go.
A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know.
I understand. It's an honor to be here.
It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Sola's Keep.
Sanctuary of Nandro. Hasn't changed a bit.
Well, that sounds like a perfect excuse to spruce things up.
Okay, we have like some talk with the Marius
I'll
here.
have to bring this to the council's attention.
2 quests. Although this area is so laggy. And we even have like encoding a lot too. So this Nandor doesn't even look like me. Where's this magnificent bark? Bark looks half of his face. Not like me.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal.
I haven't had the first yet.
Very funny.
You must be a good cook.
Oh, well, then thank you, outsider. Compliments here are scarce. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're working
Ringleader
on
of the
yesterday.
circus, Agent Orange.
Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amakul. You're a good hunter. Always were. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
Look at the other. I thought Marius would kind of be dirty because, well, he was like living in the wilds and his bird is like so dirty. But look at this bloody cook. His bird is also dusty and dirty. So what sort of things do people eat in Solace?
Oh, my friend, let me tell you something. It's best not to worry about what's in the food. We eat what we have. We depend mostly on our hunters and patrols to bring back whatever they can find. Of course, that means I have to be creative, to find ways to make everything edible and palatable, at least.
The result constitution, you don't seem satisfied with the way things are.
Between you and me, I'm not. It's no secret that eating brownish stew surprise gets old after a while. Councillor Kostia wants things to change around here. He wants to work with the other settlements to increase trade. Imagine it. Fish from Thirdborn, wild game from Paradis, produce from Fior Mesiverno.
What's the downside?
Tradition says we have to survive without help from the outside world, or we'll never survive. Tradition has kept these walls standing. It makes sense why we'd be slow to risk losing that.
I wish you luck with all of that. Oh my god, like... Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about yawning on stream, but I just... Again, very sleepy. The air alarm ended in 8 AM today. 8 AM and started 11 PM. So... Alright. It was very long. And again, barely sleeps through the night. With the sirens and all of that shit. What's for dinner?
Well, it's I couldn't tell you. And I skinned it myself. Best of luck out there, my friends. And stay away from this stew.
Stay away from us too.
Greetings. What can I do?
Okay, what is selling? The Gourmand Delight. Food restore 40% more health and essence. We're not even using the food for restoration at all. We just kinda, you know, define the purpose. Kitchen supply request. Wooden spoons, water, honey, rat poison. Wait, they need rat poison for a kitchen? Oh, this is not good. Doesn't sound good at all. Beadle A Ho 2. This blocky script was written with an orally heavy hand. What is the beadle? It's a wretched excuse for meat that we have in this godforsaken waste we call a home. It's a beverage as harsh as unyielding as the Pecorunian that drink it. It is a point of pride of a soul's proud defenders, and a shared hatred that brings our people together. That's what the beetle is. To truly appreciate beetle is to and horrendous process through which it is made, you first know of its origins. When my first great-great-great-great-grandmother, the letter continues like this for several paragraphs, before finally ending in a laughably short recipe. Green L, maximum health. So yeah, it's kinda a shame that we're playing on a maximum difficulty, but the game not forcing me to use a bunch of consumables in every fight.
Maybe we should open up for more trade.
You think
What do you
Kostia's
want?
right, huh?
Any rumors I should know about?
Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want?
Nothing.
Suit yourself.
Outsider.
Okay, it's
Like
bounty.
helping us out?
Bounty the Spoilking. Attention, reward will be given for killing an exceptionally territorial spoiling that has been causing havoc in the slumbering fields. It is believed to have been around since before the even Neander time, but it's causing difficulties for our engineers and wardens that are trying to ensure fresh water continuous flow into Solo's Keep. This creature must be destroyed for all of our sakes.
We've taken to calling it the Spore King. Not sure when it started or who is to blame, but the name stuck.
unfortunately.
Bounty in Condras and Krosta. A reward will be given for killing the pair of the ogres that have taken up residence in the old godless shrine. They are extremely aggressive and have refuses any attempts to communicate. Worse, they have slain multiple wardens prowling the area. Condras and Krusta must be eliminated. Okay, so those guys were extremely difficult for me to kill.
Be careful with those ogres. Bastards are tough.
They indeed, and they have a bunch of skeletons to help them, so hard luck for me to heal myself. Bounty Death Tool. A reward will be given for killing a full undead creature that has been seen wandering in Ash Forest. For some reason, it has taken up residence in the forest crater. Its very existence in the front of Vedica cleans the task of its full presence.
Put that poor husk out of its misery. Destroy it, so that the soul within can be freed.
The Beetle Matriarch. A reward will be given for killing a deadly Beetle Matriarch. This has established its licensed in Galavine task and is bringing an alarming raid. Remove this menace and stem the Beetles invasion plague in the region.
Be careful with this one. We believe it's the source of the beetles infesting the region.
Renato's dispatch. Wanted. Sounds as some Nim dude from Paradise. Report his assistant Renator is missing somewhere in the task. A reward has been offered for the return of Renato's cartographic notes. Below is the last correspondence in the case he's not already dead. Sansa, my good man, work is still proceeding apace. It's a rocky going through, hot, cold and windy, all in the same day. Hope to reach a solo skip tomorrow, looking forward to the local cuisine. These wilds are the test of what once considered edible. I have the Geologica Fisher's data sent your way as soon as I find anything resembling a courier post. The Pendrunian are skeptical of outsiders. To put it delicately, I'm not sure what Nimduat is, but I've been called it 3 times. Any longer and I might not be able to bring a merchant caravan to carry it. If I learned one thing about the tasks, is that the fellow has to do what it takes. Renata. So we already got like some notes from him and now we just get an XP from this.
Welcome to the tasks, outsider. Be courteous while in Solace's halls, and you shall remain welcome. Check the board for bounties. Anything catch your eye, feel free to take it on. You'll be rewarded accordingly.
I have a bounty to claim. Is there nobody else waiting to deal with this, available to deal with this?
No. Our fighters are more than capable, but they are stretched thin. Times are hard. But that's life here in the Tusks.
Why do those creatures need to be killed?
Resources are scarce out here. We need to cull the competition if we are to survive.
Okay, have the bounty to
Well
claim.
done, outsider. Seems you may have a thing or two you could show my wardens.
Okay, the bear is dead.
Vengeance for the fallen. Thank you. This means more to me than you know. Excellent work.
And the beetle matriarch has been exterminated.
Well done. We'll always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such large numbers anymore.
Not politely. So, like, we do already have 2 maps, 2 previous maps that my bounty quest just bugged out on me. Alright. So there's the ogres over here. Okay, the sparkling. Let's see. And there's one bounty over there. Death Tool. So there's 3 bounties. And it's saying 2 out of 5. Right, but like we're looking at this Emerald Stairs over here. Okay, Shatter Strap. 4 out of 5. But, well, actually done all the 5 bounties. That's the bullshit.
Oh, great.
Good master.
Outsider.
Warden,
You need something?
you don't see a lot of outsiders here, do you?
Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be. That's all I'll say on that.
Let's trade. Son of the Heavens. Blocking has 10% chance to restore 20 essence, maximum essence 50. Okay. Cave Coral, Fragment of the Spoils. This map provides information on the location of the fragment of Galawan God's totem. Purchases to seal the information contained within. Alright, okay. Absolutely yes. Where the fungal forest holds, among ruins that Changeling's totem exalts. Below a breach above the acid sea, the first of the elks remains shall be. Below the breach, above the acid sea. Okay, maybe we miss already that area. Past disused tower garden lava fields. By stone and bramble this antlers is sealed. The lupine pelts will head you whole on Ashen Tower where the sky did fall. Near the founder's head their arrows find out a view where he's blind. And fallen spire amidst fields of slumber, a wooden tree waits to be discovered. The final shaft you shall seek in a silent village where spirits still shriek. Well, we only have the totem base so far. Totem of Perseverance. So we need to find all of those. And we did discover a lot of area yesterday, but we only have the totem core out of all of this. Where the fungal forest holds, among ruins and changing totem exalt. Okay, well, I don't know about fungal forest there. So the below the breach, I imagine this was over here, bridge to the garden. I imagine somewhere over there. I mean, there is like this bridge over here, but there was no way to get below there, and all. Okay, we need to sell the stuff, do we? Buying stuff is good, selling stuff is also good. Except we don't have much to sell here.
Mikhala understands the importance of tradition.
Save.
Nandru chose this place
Mikhala is to blame. We need to open our gates to the world, lest it leave us behind.
Petrokey,
So
okay.
ruthless. Can you imagine if we had access to fresh crops from Fjord? Or all of the goods that pass through Paradise? No, I can't. Not with Mikhala calling the shots. Then perhaps it's time for a change around here.
An outsider here?
An outsider here, indeed. Okay, it's another quest.
So you're the
Captain
outsiders
Jeffrey.
my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you've a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough.
There's some way to treat the end with Andir. Would it go to so frazzled?
Ha! You're an outsider. And outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mikhala is going to ream me for this.
For the captains of the Wardens, you seems pretty incompetent. Immense failures in your oven. Is it really that bad?
Gods, yes. The wardens take an oath to protect the keep. That includes outside influences. Not that you'd know, but The Council isn't known for their temperance. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything.
That's one way to get promoted. What happened to him?
If I knew, I wouldn't be talking to you, Nimdut. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare.
I could look for him if you like.
Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
I mean, we do have that Petru.
What has he got himself into?
It's me. The captain is grumbling. The one in charge.
Oh, okay. That dwarf that we met in Emerald Stair, right? That pretended he didn't know the Marcus. All right, okay. I remember the guy.
Don't you remember? Oh, my little crab. I'm sorry.
There's something over here.
We'll be back soon.
Okay, so up there in that area. The Solace Keep doesn't have this map here. It's a little bit concerning. Samina?
Damn. Outsiders in the keep? Joffrey really must be shit at commanding the wardens if you got in. Marius? You're back? God's alive. I never thought I'd see you again.
Mina, is that you? Didn't recognize you with all that whiskey smell around you.
The whiskey helps me sleep. I've been working
Indeed.
extra shifts without Petru here. Things would be a lot better if he was still in charge.
So Jeffrey not too happy he left either. Huh?
Left? That what he told you? Sucker. Our captain didn't just up and disappear without warning. Something must have happened to him.
What makes you think that?
It's law in the keep that we don't ever leave Solace. Ever. Not unless we're on assignment at an outpost. Your friend Marius here is an example as to what happens if we do. Some people don't like that. Petru... he skirted the rules. Has some project out there, at that abandoned warden tower. He usually goes out for a day or two, but always comes back. It's been weeks now, and nothing. I figure... something must have happened to him. Who knows what's out there? Attacked by Zaribs, killed in a lava flow.
Intelligence. That whole tower is a good spot for look for clues for him for his whereabouts.
I think so too. I'd love to look into it, but Joffrey won't spare any wardens. Look, I know it's not your business, but you're the only one who can go in and out of the keep. If you happen to go by the abandoned warden tower, just to the northwest of Solace, keep an eye out for him, all right?
Northwest.
Even a clue as to where he is would help. Maybe I'd be able to convince Joffrey to send someone after him.
I'll do what I can.
Never thought I'd see an outsider do more for me than my own people. Thanks, Adiren.
I've been known to disappear when...
So investigate the abandoned warden tower.
This sounds...
From Carmen. This one. Okay. It's a little bit slightly outside there. We do have this other quest, right? The Star Metal, the Forge of the Star Staff. So someone in living lands must know how to craft the star metal. So Kampeki, Forge Master of Solace Keep. Alright, Forge Master. Do you think the Forge Master down here?
Do you think Abidon and Magran ever kiss?
Ah, the outsiders. Welcome.
Oh, it is. Forge Master Della. Forge Master orders. To all who serve in the Forge, I understand you think I'm unworthy of this position, but by decree of the Council of Solace and our hallowed traditions, I am your Forge Master, and you shall all treat me as such. For example, no more leaving stations unkept, no more sloshing ash in my direction, no more stealing of my rations, no more using the forest fires to cook meat, no more hilarious effigies, no more use of the terms Gorge Master to refer to my eating habits, no more flicking slugs at me and then acting like you did nothing. Truly, I know it was you. No more swapping my quenching oil out for a deadly acid. No more patting me on my head instead of saying, yes, Forge Master. I expect those guidelines to be followed to the letter, lest the commandant hear you complain himself. Forge Master Della. Okay, so this guy is not good, is it? This guy is just not good. Not very trustworthy. Everyone bullying him so.
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
Haven't been troubled hearing.
Indeed. Some of it is all the noise, but some of it is that I'm new to this job. Hazing is what it is. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away, and the council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too.
Arcane Scholar, someone who volunteer you for the position I take?
I assume so. Maybe Tassa did it herself. I know I wouldn't have put my own name on the list.
If you're unhappy, why do you step down and Forge Master? Why wouldn't you want to be Forge Master? Are you not compensated or supported well enough?
No, that's not it. I'm just worn rough because I don't get to do the work anymore. I stand here and watch these Komai do it. I get compensated just like everyone else. I just also get a place in the Obsidian Quarter with the officers. You came down here for a reason. What can I do for you?
Intelligence. Looks like you make your inspiration from that Shrine of Abaddon.
I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. What can I do for you?
Show him the star metal.
Did he now? And what exactly is Abaddon's shiny beard? That's star metal. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it!
So, let him continue.
The heat of the flowing lava. The feeling of power as you shape metal to your liking. The rush of adrenaline when an errant spark lights your beard aflame. The burn of sore muscles that have worked a hammer
Keep
for
waiting.
hours. The rhythmic tune the metal sings as you work it.
So what can you do with this?
The question you should be asking is what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. A simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal arquebus. Now that sounds like a proper challenge.
I think a sword arquebus sounds perfect. Dude, like, we had this bloody star metal from the very beginning of their, almost very beginning of the game, and I only like can shape it is in sword or arquebus, the rifle. Why not give you options for everything? Like, everything. Want, like, every type of weapon and maybe some armor, maybe even javelins.
May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrin's attention.
Huh. At least your enemies will see a gorgeous weapon. Before you kill them, of course.
Here it is. A
The
firearm
Moonstrike.
unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Arquebus, for it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abaddon's hammer struck the falling moon.
Assuming the Forge Master sent you, this is an incredible weapon.
You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more.
Do you have any idea where I can find those fragments?
If I knew where to find these shards, I would have done so already.
So maybe we missed some then. Okay, where do you get your materials?
We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries.
So why were the mines abandoned?
Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The Council thought it best to close them down. Council of Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon.
To get going. I just want to check out this Moonstrike thing. Tier 5. 369 physical damage, stun, a lot of stun here. Power attack deal moderate frost accumulation to nearby enemies. He's deal 10% bonus frozen damage. Alright. Well, the thing is we don't need it here. So we just put them into storage. We must star metal.
You're back. What can I?
Maybe we can buy star metal from him. Heavy armor, fate and conviction, slowly regenerate essence. You and your companions receive 40% damage reduction. Okay. I mean, it's the heavy armor, but I'm totally okay with wearing heavy armor too, to be honest. Other ban. Super grimoires, Rapid Adra, and lockpicks. Just gonna grab all of them. Don't do think we have like enough lockpicks for everything now. So do we just buy in more Adra over here for this 3k, and that's yeah, that's basically all my money. Basically all my money. Okay, save. We got that key, by the way. So now, how do we get upstairs? Those guys are nothing. Just this way. Here, my loot.
No, I could.
The diary entry. We mustn't. I gasp, pushing her away from me as our lips part. It isn't right. Proeticus is upon us, my heart. She stops, reaching up to card her fingers through her fingers through my hair. We must seize happiness where we can't. I gaze into her eyes, limpid pools of tears, and take her in as she stands before me. Her hair, tousled from our strenuous activities, falls gracefully over her shoulders in waves more beautiful than any ocean. Mihala, I whisper her name like a prayer. She surges forward, our tongues battling for dominance. It goes on like this for pages. With a diary entry. So this Mihaila, Chancellor member, does have some lover.
Impossibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer.
Or whatever. And finish poetry. Who cares about dwarven poetry? Do we? Maybe we do. There's Bastilius scrolled words from the beginning of the poem that was never finished. What would I do for you, my son? There's quite a list for more than one. I would travel to the gardens for you. I would eat the bowl of solace stew. I would rather play with you instead of handling the wares of the horned dead. I would split apart the great stone sky to give you a look at the world outside. But for now, all that I can do is not even finish your poem. Okay, petrol key. So we do have it. And maybe can get some clue about. Yeah, we did met this petrol dwarf before. Way back in the first area map. A dagger. Okay, so we got a key to this area, but I don't see any clue lying around to whatever possibly he could do, or where he could go. Okay, let's take a look around. Maybe there's something like in some corner. There's some yellow thing. Do we have maybe some buttons, secret rooms here? This is like literally doesn't have anything. For this, the old karma quest item. Well, this does not bring me anywhere.
One moment.
Zalquater does not bring me anywhere I want. Again, looking very closely in these quarters here. Do we have it in the quests here? Homecoming. Investigate the situation with the petrol. Speak with Mina. Investigate the abandoned wooden tower. Okay. So there's nothing there in the quest about like checking out this area. Really noted. Let's keep going.
Where is that caravan? The warden's
As sure as you banish the entropy from our lives, may your exile be brief, and your throne reclaim.
Nandru looked to Wodoka for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
A battery cleanser. They don't need, these gods don't need the pearls. The Wodica prayer. This piece of a parchment contains a common prayer to Wodica, Binder. Hear our voices, lead us to speak truth and receive its kind. Protects us as we walk the prescribed path. Calm our minds as we make difficult choices. Show us how to untie the knots of lies and sentiment, to bring us closer to your broken throne, where justice awaits those who serve justice.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests?
What is your role here exactly?
I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodoka and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you?
I have to know what that's about.
The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
Yeah, well, the Council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
Okay. Well, what about the prices here? The treasure map, because that's the last treasure map here. The blade and hangers. So get it from the dwarves. Ever since I found that the dark blade, I have felt hungers that no food or drink can satisfy, almost as if it longs to plunge into the soft tissue and slash across vulnerable throats. Rather than continue to fight off its influence, I have buried the dagger before it buries me. I don't recognize this area, so we potentially haven't been there yet. Right, this is the last treasure map, and we already discovered the first two treasure maps, so we're good.
Time has shown that the arms and armor of Solace Keep are unmatched in quality
Master Varuka.
anywhere else in the lit. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my.
Something the matter?
No, of course not. What can I do for one such as yourself?
What's going to tell me about Nandru?
Ah, our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside.
Arcane Scholar, what do your records say about the end of the Nandru's life?
Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, Nandru sought peace and solitude. Some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden, and that he enjoys an afterlife of peace and bliss. Hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his silence at last. Nandru would never have considered bliss a true reward. Unfortunately, all we have is belief. Nandru's remains were never found, and no record exists of his passing.
How have the Nandru tradition changed?
If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned.
So who's the Serena?
Ah,
We found her notes too.
Blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime.
And what do your records say about at the end of Nandru's life? Okay, we already like seen. So what kind of person Nandru was? Do you know anything about gardens?
If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that.
Okay. Let's move.
What more can I do to enlighten?
What do the scholars do in Solas? If philosophy seems controversial, is it?
All philosophy is controversial
Yeah,
here.
indeed.
Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves.
What do scholars do in here?
We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
Okay. Like, honestly, I choose this the worst timing for this interaction, for this part of the game, and we go into the bar and stuff, talking with the people. I'm super sleepy here. I'm super sleepy. I should maybe like stream it during evening stream. Just can't get concentration.
Outsider. I've never seen someone so tall.
Okay, all those doors are buried. Except this one. The drafted letter. This letter is clearly a draft. Words are crossed out and there are some notes in the margins. To the Honored Council of Solace, I have made my feelings on this topic known repeatedly, and yet nothing of substance has been done. I should be no surprise to you that many of us in the Obsidian Quarters have issues with the way certain policies have been enacted. I, for once, have left my boots out to be shined on several occasions, only to awaken to a pair of steel-stuffed boots. Such a dereliction of duty cannot be accepted. I imagine if should migrants will it, enemies attack from outside, and none of us are standing in the front gates. This is the slipperiest of slopes, and I, for once, will not allow this keep to diminish in this way. I explained to this miscreants in the charge that I would be speaking with the commanding officer, but I wasn't to no avail. My boots shall one day shine like the sun. Tradition must behold. Yours truly, Locoten Karin. Oh, so there's another quest here. There's actually another quest here. Cool. Some pearl.
I do hope no one sees me like this.
What's happening?
Who let you in here? What do you want?
Are you hiding out here?
No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods.
Apparently there's a trade caravan that's supposed to be here soon. Well, there was a trade caravan on the way here.
Right. You might not want to get your hopes up on that one.
No one suffers as I do.
Oh, we have dropping frames
Just
right
leave
now.
me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out.
Have a dropped frames just now. Are you hiding here? Okay.
No, but as long...
I would put good for everything being sold in Solus. Apparently there's a trade caravan.
Truly? Oh, how exceptionally convenient. I shall have to wear something really dazzling. Now, shoo, let me change.
Oh well. So much for the dialogues. Oh, look at this. Never mind. Don't look. So we found some treasure and it's just some exceptional grimoire. Not a big of a deal.
Found a spider the size of my face in my quarters last night.
Again? Ugh. I bet the officers...
Wait, the spider the size of the face. This is the face huggers, right? From Half-Life.
What time is dinner?
That's not good.
Oh, good. Someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please?
Okay, help with what?
Ugh, my hammer. One of the smiths down below sold
Okay, I
it,
already got the
and
cup.
I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it.
It was a quest item without a
Seen it
quest.
somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it?
Here is safe and sound. What am I reward?
Jitule. Fine. Here. Take this. Can't believe I had to pay for this hammer twice. Well, now that you've sufficiently fleeced me, I'm going. I've got a hammer to use.
And what she's giving me?
Is it me? Or does everything look suspiciously like a nail?
What she's giving me? I don't see my reward here. Come on. It's not some. It was a little bit gold. Oh, whatever.
How delightful. The very image of Nandru indeed. The gods send you at the most opportune time. A word, please.
Opportune time for me to loot, indeed. If that's what you mean.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it.
Be back in a moment. Right, we good? Synchromatch waiting. So you have no idea. Why would I get the feeling you're about to ask me for something? What do you feel? Whatever you feeling of Nandru are, I'm not him.
No, but you surely share a connection. One that has brought you here at this exact moment, for a reason. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is?
The bears. A straight answer, you tell me.
It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionist, traditionette.
I can scholar. I read of the one Pegrinian keeps. Few have lasted as long as Solas.
Paradoxical, isn't it? The councillors would tell you this is our calling. Their detractors say it's our prison. Me, I'm just concerned about keeping us all alive. There's an old godless aqueduct system in slumbering fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
How is it possible to lose them? Godless aqueducts aren't exactly easy to miss.
I doubt they had trouble finding the aqueducts, but something must have detained them.
Realloca team, I'm working on it.
Sent by the gods indeed. I'm not as superstitious as my compatriots, but your appearance and timing are more than a little fortunate. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Yeah. So that's basically all the quests, like we're already working on it. Have anything up here? Nope. Nothing at all.
Outsiders? In the halls Nandru built himself?
Madness. So that's all. That's basically all for this keep. Let's go.
Ready yourselves. The council's just up this lift.
Of course they have an elevator. How elevated?
How elevated? There's something over here. Hold it. Let's see. No, okay, there wasn't. There's something down below here. Nope. That's not that kind of elevator trick. Damn it. Not only there's no double elevators here in this game, they didn't show anything like below the elevator either. Okay, we at least checked out, right? We at least checked it out.
If we open our gates to outlanders, we stand to lose everything. They will corrupt our people, destroy our
Just
traditions.
Our entire society faces
eavesdropping a little bit here.
We need trade. We need the rest of the world.
The reason Solace Keep has stood for so long is because we've stood alone. Do not question our ways, Kostya.
I understand, Mihala. But Solace Keep is dying. Surely it wouldn't hurt to consider a different route.
And here's Ghost Outsider.
We have a guest.
Or maybe not. Maybe we just look around first. Turn page from the journal. A yellowed piece of paper, molded with the water stains. It is written in the Costas Sprodin cursive. Most of it is unintelligible, but a few lines are legible. I am done. The wind spears through my heart. I cannot take this zealotry any longer. Not when everything we hold precious stands to burn to cinders because Mihala decides a dead man's words are more valuable than the lives of our people. What will it take to make her understand? Does the soul skips need to fall before she opens her eyes? Writings of Serenia, Part 3. So we didn't saw the first writings, right? I'm grateful to Livu for playing the zealot. He draws it all the mean little historical fights so I can focus on the work. But must he preach from Igina's walk? Would Nandrus leave in words really right out in the killing pit? Of course, Leroy denies Nandru's divine inspiration. Leroy claims he had as much claims to lead souls as Nandru ever did, and that's the new Losis or whatever I decided it must be. Does he actually believe it? Or is he playing the firebrand so I can appear to temper him? There's a terrible danger in turning away from the tablets. They were the wellsprings of power and solace, and whoever controlled the interpretation controlled our curse. But the tablets themselves were a fixed and changing objective. Their rigidity was killing us, so as it would shatter bad steel, but it also limited the council to narrow roles. Now that the living world living words lives in us, it can be turned to anyone's ambition. We are shooting the terrible rapids, with a civil war on the one side and slow ruins on the other. I must change Nandru words to guide souls forward and to bury the secrets of our founders' past. Then I must hurl the changed word and as far as in history as I can. I must find it all as a tradition and embed the source of the tradition deep in the past, when no Craven's canceller can reach it. So let Levo preach of the very crack of doom. Let him be the last voice before the plunge into acid. Give Serena her power, or we will all die. May they believe in this in their hearts. I pray to Vodica, they never wonder why I am so set on dismissing Nander's writings. There is a source to this land's madness. There's something alien here that must never be released. Alright, so very likely that the rules that the dwarves are living by now is actually not the words of this the founder Nandru, but this the change in the words or laws of the Serena over here, and that's also what the scholar was talking about as well. Oh, did I miss the gun? A collection of papers. A stack of minutes, notes, and assorted papers. For the most part, it's a collection of bureaucratic effluvia. Hidden amongst the marginalia and footnotes is a series of handwritten exchanges between Kostya and Mihala, scrawled in shorthands and dripping with excessive punctuation. The two never seems to be in agreement about anything. Mihala writes most of her entries in the full sentences. Kostya, on the other hand, shows a deep love for rude sketches. The concealment Kostya, as per our conversation on the topic, we are supposed to present a united front, not whatever that was. It has come to my attention that certain parties have been intercepting my letters to Adir. While I am uncertain who might be responsible, I would advise the culprit to stop doing so. The margins of our meetings notes are not for caricatures. That is all. I look forward to another several hundred years or so of working with someone more stubborn than stone. We have a key. Okay. We don't see the keys anywhere here. Sure. You don't need this gold, but a key. Not here.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
We just saw the Stilgaroti in a task. Your lives are in danger. We believe the Stilgaroti have entered the task. Your lives are in danger. We need your help. He only marries the depth of gratitude. When you have a danger, he didn't have to come here. So he's just so still Garota.
I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Steel Garrote were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solace has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for Solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a
It was
reason to
really
tolerate
good.
you for even a second longer.
I did what was needed. I don't have to explain myself to you. This isn't your place to command. I did what was needed.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
We're looking for a path to the garden. Help us put the end to the Dream Scourge.
There is no Dream Scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been.
Arcane Scholar, you must shelter remarkable students of the arcane arts to be so awarded.
We have no special magic here, and few scholars. It is the spirit of Nandru, our founder, that shields us. Loudly rings his name.
So it is believed, at any rate.
Your cynicism shames you, Kostya, and shames Nandru's sacred halls. When Nandru walked beneath the keep to meet the gods and disappeared into its depths, he knew what dangers would come for us. He left his wardens to protect us.
Every other community on this island already suffer from a Dream Scourge.
How can I trust an Adiran to truthfully report the state of the land beyond our borders?
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fio, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's Aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy?
Show us the path to the garden, and we will.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
I got imprisoned there, and they spoke to me, begged me to come. We determined it is the source of the Dream Scourge. You're a god.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
We found an old journal written by Nandru. It says there's another way to garden.
Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
Intelligence. If there is no way in, why bother protecting in?
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Arcane Scholar, my purpose is greater than the concern of Keith.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the Envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you.
You're making mistakes, but I will respect your wishes.
Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
So, locate the Steel Garrote. I can't teleport from here. Maybe I should have done that side quest. Maybe I should have done the side quest first. Maybe that's was the problem. They told me something about...
I just wanted a word before you went on your way.
The council will be pleased to find about him. The other warden that we saw like back in the first map. So whatever to squeeze a few more insult on the way out. If you're about to make me apologies, save it. I don't care. Rest in Abro. Quizzically, yes.
I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help.
You disagree with her?
Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
So she seemed quite passionate, so we are two-faced covered. You still owe me apologies, you pick your battles. Yeah, this feels like a difficult situation.
It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
What do you want me to exactly?
The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Can't be intrigued, assuming I can help, what will you give me in return? So trade agreements aren't in my specific wheelhouse, I'm afraid. So why haven't you? So can't be intrigued.
Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarroth are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman.
Why are you telling me this? So you knew about Stilgarroth the whole time?
I lied to you. I'm sorry for that. I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarroth who find it, I don't care.
What about your duty?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us.
Ambassador Hildegard is a reasonable man. You don't need Ludwig's support.
It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear.
Okay, we did found like some letter, right?
If a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your sounded mind?
I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Stilgarroth, disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarroth in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much.
Dude, like I hate traitors.
The least I can do is buy a future for our people.
I so hate. I knew you were the fucking snake. I'm sure Mihala would love to hear this. Yeah, I have a point. Hopefully Mihala will see it. I'm sure she would like to hear this.
She already knows what I intend. And she doesn't care. Because she doesn't believe your empire could see us as anything but rivals.
Was updated. Okay, homecoming, totem mapping of living lands, boundaries of antiquity. Find a missing expedition team near the aqueducts. Chorus of the Lost. The Chorus of the Lost. Okay, okay.
How may I assist?
I found this letter of Ambassador Hildegard written by the Chamberlain. Okay, passing by.
Well.
Do I just try to talk with Mihala about all of this?
Still lingering, Adiren?
We're going to talk about Petru. So I give her a letter. I found the letter. One of your council members wrote to Hildegard.
Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
I mean, easy. Not very interesting, sir, but I want to talk about Petru, do we?
Good.
We don't have much to talk about him yet. So this area that I can teleport from. Now we can teleport from here. We have like 2 companions to talk with.
Any news, Andrada?
Sorry, Geoffrey. Captain.
No, the council's still going at it.
What's happening here?
Make it quick, dear.
I spoke with Mina. She thinks Petra is doing something and abandoned the Warden Tower.
Fuitu! That tower's been off limits ever since the Zarrips raided it. That Neem dude could be in serious danger.
Might. I'll save him if he's there, there's some no match for me. Do you know why he will be there?
No idea. Though it's quite suspicious for the captain of the guard to be sneaking off like that. Either he was up to something, or someone was sending him out there. Good luck out there. Only the bravest wardens venture out into the primordial depths.
Don't need to tell me twice. So where do we have this thing here? Up there. Okay, let's check out. Oh, I see. He's like right at top of him. Right, so in order to get it, probably need to go like all the way up here. This is slightly bothering me, but
Eyes up, my friend.
there we go.
The face of that statue has your... shall we call them...
That's Nandru, founder of Solace. Don't speak ill of him if you value your life.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go check the camp, right? Check the camp and exploring. Talk with my companions before exploring, or as you say.
An outlet.
Our dreams. Okay, so our dreams divide as steel. Wait, what? Located the Garrote. The Warden Council was unable to... Okay, question from you that still Garrote can be found in the mines in a mountain Fjordur. Well, a mountain Fjordur, where the fuck is that thing? So like, okay, mountain Fjordur quarry. There he is. No idea why we have the main quest put in this direction here, so... Let's teleport to the camp right away. So if you want to talk... Giata?
I've seen council meetings get out of control, but that one was for the books. Almost as bad as when I asked the governor for some unconventional equipment. He nearly had a heart attack.
Mihala is just trying to protect her people. Kostya seems more innovative in his thinking at least. What kind of unconventional equipment, so?
A corporeal inverter. In layman's terms, it replaces living things with dead things. By killing them.
Well...
Maybe it wasn't my smartest investment, but I thought it had research potential.
Mihala is just trying to protect her people.
Old customs struggling to fix new problems. It's remarkable, really. What people do for traditions that have lost all meaning. The garden is your birthright, and the wardens don't seem to know why they're guarding it in the first place. If anyone has a right to enter the garden, it's you.
Whenever I go, I have to prove myself to strangers. No one should enter the garden, but we're going to do it anyway. They don't care. I don't fit in there with other traditions.
That's all right. I prefer the company of misfits and rejects. The council made their choice. If they won't let you into the garden, we just have to find another way.
Okay, let's hold the talk.
Next time.
So Marius want to talk with as well. We do have the Galavine
I
totem.
feel the power coming off that thing. It's not going next to my bedroll, is it?
That meeting of the Solace Council didn't...
There you go.
Envoy? Sorry. I've been in my head ever since we left Solace. Thinking about the village.
What about it?
What if... I get there and... Oh, I don't know, I fall apart. Memories flood in and I don't know who I am anymore. Or worse, what if it's nothing?
If you feel this strongly about it, it's not nothing.
There was a story. The warden who saw the future.
Is a story from Solars?
Yes. Mihala told it to me when I was young. There was a young warden who thought she could see the future. She'd think about things and they would come to pass. She was worried about her father falling ill, and he did. She feared her friend would die of exposure. It happened.
Go on.
One day, she was with her patrol unit guarding a watchtower, and she was struck by a terrifying thought. She just knew in her gut that Solace was under attack. Zareps, or ogres, or fire blights from the wastes.
So she left her post to stop the attack?
Oh, you've heard this one. The young warden tried to alert her unit, but they didn't seem concerned. They said she was delusional. So she left the tower to go protect Solace. And she found nothing there. Meanwhile, her post came under attack. Her whole unit was killed because she abandoned it.
She should have stayed in her post. Her future sign was just her worries about what may happen. That's really a dark story. And Solace sentenced her to prison for dereliction of duty. Yeah, really dark story.
And they tell it to children. What if I'm seeing the future? I can't stop thinking about this village, as if I'm trying to predict what will happen.
The difference is that you haven't left the post. You sort help from your unit where you have to support you. You can't predict what will happen, so stop trying. Being prepared for the future is never a bad thing.
Right. Unless the future you prepared for isn't the one that comes. Anyway, I appreciate the talk, Envoy. I clearly have some things to figure out. Anyway.
Let's talk about a Knask. That's all?
Until next time.
Apparently there's one more talk here.
Envoy, coming back to Solace is not easy for me. A lot of memories. Not all happy ones.
Did something happen to you here? The Commandant Mihala seems to think highly of you.
She took an interest in me when I first came to Solace. No idea why. I was an outsider and a child. She had every right to make me someone else's problem, but she didn't.
She must have seen something in you.
I struggle to see it myself. Maybe my mirror's dirty. Just makes it harder coming back.
He's just dirty himself.
After the way I left things here.
Did something happen to you here?
I grew up in Solace. They took me in when I was a child, and they treated me like one of their own. Until I left.
That doesn't seem so bad. Okay, see, how dare they treat you as so kindly? They took you in from where exactly?
That... I don't know. I think it has something to do with those memories we talked about. That village. I feel like I'm being pulled in that direction, but... I don't want to go there. Really don't want to go. Well, over the years, I started getting the feeling I was lied to, like everyone in Solace knew something I didn't. Whenever I asked about where I came from, I never got a straight answer. You're here now, they'd say. That's what matters.
You think they were hiding something from your past, right? That's very suspicious behavior.
See? I thought so too. What could have been so bad that they wouldn't even tell me about it? Was it something I did? Something I didn't do? I left because I felt like everyone there was keeping something from me. Like I didn't belong there. And they all knew it.
Take a moment, Marius, please. I can see why you might want to get away from that all. You have to know what was at all in your mind. You sound like a madman. Take a breath, take a moment.
Right. Okay. Thanks. I had to get out of there. I slipped out in the night, never said a word to anyone. Didn't look up till I got to Paradise. And here I am, Back again. Funny how things work out. Anyway. You too.
Marius,
Okay.
have you ever seen a ghost?
That's looking old
Once I
from
saw
him.
a green spectral woman floating over.
Makes it here. Do we have any dreams? No, we don't have any dreams. So basically there's the whole map to explore. Should probably go this way first. Alright, should go this way. There's a little bit to explore around the tower. Right. And let's check out the totem scene. Below the breach, above the acid sea. Alright, so I think it's somewhere over here. Breach of the garden. But it's below the breach. We've been to this area, but didn't found anything there. So we need to go and check it again. Doesn't have like any fast travel location, so. Past a disused tower guarding the lava field. By the stone and bramble, this antler is sealed. So, disused tower, guarding lava field. I mean, outcast tower tomb. There is maybe this North Sworden tower. Alright, maybe this North Sworden tower. Because it's not using right now. The lupine pelt will haunt your call. You ashen tower where the sky did fall. There's another tower. Near the founder's head there's Airy Flint. In fallen spire, amidst fields of slumber, the final shaft you shall seek in a silent village where spears still shriek. So silent village where spears still shriek is probably related to the Marius side quest, right? And there was something about near the founder's head, right? From this tower over here, we saw the founder's head here, some statue. It's either like somewhere over here in this location, but yeah, near this beacon, there was the vision of the tower, of the statue. So we need to check this out. But anyway, guys, I'm so sleepy right now. I'm so sleepy. I need to go and actually get rest. Like, virtually, again, whole night, almost no sleep. And we get this such a boring part of the stream right now when we just spend these 2 hours talking, interacting with the character in one locations. So hopefully we're gonna get more to exploration later today or tomorrow. For now, take care of yourself, stay safe whatever you're doing, have fun with it, and see you next time. Cheers, guys.